First, it was Sokoto United, and then we heard the latest from Nasarawa United. We thought that was all, but Ekiti Queens as well as Ekiti United announced the disbursement of the club management as well as the technical crew. We said, okay, Uhuru, these teams are preparing for the start of the new season. Perhaps this will be the end of Nigerian clubs disbanding the club, but in the early hours of today, we heard the rumor late yesterday evening, but it was confirmed this morning that Doma United, though relegated, have announced the official dissolution of the club management and technical crew. The Savannah Tigers went on relegation last season. Starting this season on a strong note, they have decided to announce that the club management as well as the technical crew from the coaches all has been dissolved. They say that including the backroom staff, nobody is spared. They are starting from scratch, as well as the players, but the players are still there, but these players will be recalled and new players will be signed who understand the prerogative of the clubs, who understand the philosophy of the club, and who understand what it means to play for Doma United. They are focusing on top quality players who have high standard for the club, and dissolving the management and the technical crew for them is the way forward. Mr. J, you have been nodding your head.
Because we've seen a summer of a holiday of dissolution. And one thing you must accept is you can't do the same thing and expect a different result. If this is the way, because all we are clamoring for is good structure, good league, good formation in terms of everything with our football clubs. And if the power that be who is in charge has been doing all what they think they could all this while, and it kept on yielding the same result, I want to believe that changing the tactics this time around, doing everything afresh, we've seen where clubs build from scratch and they become successful. That is what I expect this dissolution to really yield.
I think we should stop celebrating mediocrity. At some point, I was speaking with some journalists, like, when would all this stop, you know? We come here, we laugh about it, but it's not something that we should be grateful about. How the management dissolves the whole board and tells us that they will recall the players they feel they want to retain, and then get players that will get the philosophy. Why we applaud the team who, where do you see when in a league where you disband 20 players and you buy 21 or 28, and you expect your team to do well in the country?
No. The thing is, if rejigging, changing managers, signing players, all this while has failed to work. Then maybe okay. They are now deploying the strategy of building a new team,
this was
which is not going to be easy as well, unless we are ready, or the board, whoever is ready to have that patience.
If it was an academy, it's a different ballgame. It's a professional club. They play in second division, like a team in the championship. They disband their whole team. This is the league that should be filled.
No, the players are there.
No, they said only the players that they feel will be part of the team will be recalled back to begin training.
It's because of the kind of contracts we also.
Let the sport bishop make his point.
And I ask myself, are we not jokers? You give a player a contract, and tell them only the players that wants to be recalled, and you feel that will do the job will record, and the rest will go, and then you now bring another set of people again, and then when you can't play the content, you now see we need to enforce a lot of things.
That's why I talk of the contract, the kind of contracts we
registration.
Yeah.
We need to enforce it. Get players to get contract, because I don't. The biggest actors are these players, and when you treat them like or shabbily, you got to get shabby football.
Yeah.
You disband the whole team. The team will start training on the 28th. From what I get, they will no coach yet. You just be training players. And then
who is going to lead the training?
They will get the coach before the season begins, And all of a sudden, expect to do magic. Has this helped our football? That's how it's no. As what we will come here and we laugh about it. It's laughable.
It's laughable.
Very laughable.
But not fully laughable.
Mr. J, just a moment. Not that we are laughing over it. You are trying to make lightweight of this painful news. Of course, we are journalists and we must try to balance this thing as well as make our listeners have these not being emotional about these things. It is painful. It is painful.
If it's a good, it's a stupid, for lack of words, system of running football. And we can never, repeat me, get it right. When last did we do well in the country?
For me, I will prefer to wait till after 2-3 seasons to see what this turns our football to.
They will ban, see, Ekiti fired their coach at the end of last season, right? After one season, they've got another one again, right? Let's not promote them. Or let there be change of government.
That's why I said I'm gonna wait to
All
see.
right, guys. Meanwhile, training for the upcoming season will officially resume on the 24th of this month, and then we are looking to see if Doma United perhaps would have gotten a new set of coaches, get new management, as well as new set of not just players, top quality players who understand what it means to play for Doma United. Now, guys, this is my fear. Okay. Now, it is not that Doma United is banning their management. It is now that it is gradually becoming a norm. Now, this is the 4th team in the last, that should be about 43 days to disband an entire management team. In my introduction, I mentioned Nasarawa United, I mentioned Sokoto United, I mentioned Ekiti United and Ekiti Queens. So that is 4. Now, Doma United 5.
We forgot somebody again. Kano Pillars.
Kano Pillars.
Where the coach.
And then
they have to come and say thank you for the fans after not playing the game. You guys are amazing. And we don't see these guys playing the top tier. You don't get what I'm trying to say. It's like Arsenal are banning their whole team. And they come and give it.
It's probably because we don't use too much money to sign the players or sign this.
Don't go there.
Don't go there. Because where is that money? The money that we don't have to put the right structure in place. You are now, if imagine like you mentioned elite clubs like this going to start from the crash.
Okay.
It's definitely going to be heavy.
All right. Away from Doma United and Bruha, we continue to give you updates on the latest concerning their new set of recruitment. But before then, let's move over. But after that, rather, let's move over to Aimba now, as we hear that Aimba and other teams that we are drawn by in a preliminary round of the CAF Champions League and the Confederation Cup as well have been given up until the 31st of August to register their new players or risk disqualification. Well, as for me, Aimba this season, they are done with transfer of their major players. The chairman has made all the necessary document signing with whatever sponsors, and Aimba look like a team that is ready. My fear is for the likes of El Kanemi Warriors. That is just my major fear. As for Remo Stars, they are done. The coach is confirmed. They have signed a 3-year contract extension. Heartland, we know where they are going. They are already in training since Monday. They are training rigorously.
Heartland?
Enugu Rangers, I beg your pardon. Enugu Rangers, they are already training their sets. The coach is talking tough. Coach Fidelis Ilechuku is talking tough. My worries is just for a certain El Kanemi Warriors. I don't know if they are ready. I don't know if they are actually ready, but for Aimba, they have up until August the 31st.
I think they should have registered because Aimba were giving Aimba and some other teams like RS Bekene, Al Ali, Molison were given an extra time because of the fact that, like you said,
they were drawn by,
and that's because of their performance in the competition. Aimba, we all know what they are, the big name, they won the league back to back. The only Nigerian teams have done that as well. So they've got from now to the 31st. Like I said, like what I agree with you. You know, this weekend was when they unveiled their players. You know.
Last weekend,
they unveiled their players. Their coach was giving a proper unveiling with the signing on with the Kano one called in there. So I think they're quite ready. They won't struggle with registration of players, and but I'm really happy that at least see why did Aimba not fire 12 players? Why did Enugu not do that? This is what makes that's why they thrive, and that's why they're always going to be contenders every day of the week and Sunday. Kind of players will keep up, down, and we need to find a way to get it. The league is sweet. We will be beneficiaries of it because we are stakeholders. We are sport journalists, we're sport writers, we're sport presenters, and we want the league to thrive. So, kudos to Aimba. I think they'll be ready before the 31st. It's even a long time from now, 2 weeks. What are they registering?
Extra players.
Which players are they buying?
Late transfer window. You cannot rule that out. Players pick up injury, they can quickly get to the market and get their replacement.
The league starts on the 31st. That means even by then, the players for the league should have already started as well. So, what are you saying?
Well, it is just making it official by CAF. You have up until the 31st of August to register every players you need to register. Don't come on the 1st of September and say, excuse me, we forgot to register this one. That will be on you. And still talking about the CAF Confederation Cup as well as the CAF Champions League, we hear that the dates have been confirmed, especially the Confederation Cup. We had the first leg of the preliminary round will kick off on the 16th and 18th of August, while the return leg is set for the 23rd down to the 25th of August 2024. While the second preliminary round will follow on the 13th to 15th, that is the first leg, and the second leg will go down between the 20th and the 22nd of September at clubs such as Al Ali SC of Egypt, Esperanza Sportiva de Tunisia of Tunisia, Mamelanda Sundown of South Africa have been exempted from the first preliminary round of the CAF Champions League due to their high ranking. But the top ranked the 12th top-ranked club, including Zamalek SC, are currently holders of the Confederation Cup title as well. They have been exempted. We have our own Remo Stars Academy Warriors to go down to war on the 16th and 23rd of August. The first round and then the return leg. Everything has been confirmed in terms of the date as well as the time.
Yeah, in the CAF Champions League, we know it's Remo Stars and Enugu Rangers. While, of course, in the Confederations Cup, it is Academy Warriors through the back door, the Federations Cup.
And Eimba.
So, we now know that I think the teams are ready. We now know where they will play their games, the stadiums. For Remo Stars, they will play at home, at least for the second round, alongside the Academy Warriors, who will borrowing their stadiums as well. Enugu Rangers will go into the Apapio Stadium in Uyo as well. And, of course, the last team, which is... was it?
Heartland?
No, Eimba is also Eimba will play at
Eimba and Academy Warriors will be playing in the Confederation
Cup.
Cup.
Will play at their stadium as well, at the Eimba International Stadium, because what Innovation Stadium recently properly renovated. That's a club that has a plan. They want to move forward. So we shouldn't be scared. Why should I be scared? The Nigerians are ready. We are here to support them. I think the fans in the Canada will become fans of Economic Warriors and Remo Stars at the same time.
Of course, I'm worried myself for Remo Stars. Playing against Asfa of Morocco.
They see, for you to be the best, you have to be the best.
Absolutely.
We can't get this. See, if we had played well in the Champions League in the past, would have been drawn by, or given a lesser opponent. But it is what it is. Our performance at the Champions League has been abysmal, and that's why we have to face what's before us. But I'm not scared.
For me, I have decided to take it as it comes.
Exactly, 50-50.
Exactly. So because I can't just put keep a higher expectation and then get something.
Even the Remo Stars, no pressure. This is the second time in the continent,
Yeah,
so there's no pressure. It's about having fun. Just win your game in the Kenya and let's see how it goes.
All right, guys. Goes from MMP's ACN with a brace, and then Captain Suliata Olajumoke Abidin gave Edo Queens a resounding 3-0 victory over Asesca's ladies of Ghana, and that ensure their promotion into the semi-finals of the 2024 WAFU B CAF Women's Champions League qualifiers. It was a resounding victory, guys. 8 goals in 2 games, none conceded, straight into the semi-finals.
Kudos has to go to Mozadogo. I was never scared, not one bit. I thought, for the first time, I went into a tournament so super confident, because for someone who have followed the women's league, my allegiance and alliance with them, the team here in Abuja, I saw the recruitment. Quality pick. They picked some of the best players in the league. 14 of them, including one from Nigeria, and they formed a formidable team heading to this competition. So I was quite super sure, that they would get the job done. Halftime it was goalless. There was a lot of panicky among Nigerian fans. That come on now, this is the Jollof Derby. Are they finally going to get something away from us? But come on, in the second half, Messi and of course Suleyat and of course Moses finished the job. But I must say this, I don't think there's a certain player who is having fun. She did so well in the league, and now she's the top scorer so far with 3 goals in this competition. SCN. I don't think she'll be playing football in the NWFL anytime soon. I think the club from Europe will come pick her up. She's a fantastic goal scorer. The way she hits the ball, the way she turns, her finish is quite exquisite. She plays the ball with so much finesse and so much swagger about her. So I don't think, as much as I would want her to play the CAF Champions, I just hope they keep her for so long until the CAF Women's Champions League, because I tell you, that girl looks like a player who's destined for great stuff outside the shores of Nigeria.
Oh, you can only wish he stays for longer.
At least to the end of
if things turned around, that competitions here become more competitive and remuneration, everything. No, more than Europe. It's possible. They did it. They did it.
Looking at Super Falcons of lately, some of them are moving to Australia with a glory, a patch.
Yeah.
Some of them are moving as well to Saudi Arabia
to the
MLS. Only a few are remaining in Europe.
But if you check,
Only a few.
If you check where they headed to, the football, they are thriving.
Absolutely.
Whoever is traveling in Australia is one of the best leagues. Whoever is traveling in Saudi
In
Arabia,
the US,
USA has the best league. Teams like MLS. We saw a certain Aziza Oshola lead the train alongside this young girl Uchenna Kano. So it's a good. They're moving to top clubs. So
they are good. Yeah, exactly. That's a beautiful thing
don't
about
forget,
it.
Jennifer checking our rising star, the Olympics as well, moved to Paris Saint-Germain. So the only issues with the men who are going to all these places, because the men's league, those places are not good at all. I don't want to call names.
The men's are also making good move this last transfer
to the MLS.
Just very few of them. Just two.
Two of the Super Eagles players.
Namely,
Chidozie Awazie.
Okay.
And Hassan Yusuf.
These are not mainstay of the Super Eagles.
When last is
these are not mainstay.
It's a constant. It's a squad player.
Mr. J, we are talking about a certain Bashiru moving to Lazio, donning the jersey number 7.
Okay.
We are saying a certain Kelechi Ian Atro moving to Sevilla.
Yeah.
We are saying the likes of. I can go on and
How
on.
many minutes will he get
To everyone you mention, I'll mention 5.
How many minutes will he get in Sevilla?
Definitely, he will play good football.
We're not doubting that. But
will play good football.
I'm scared about that move. I'm really scared of playing as a number 9 in Spain.
Only time will tell if truly he will not see game time. But for me, I'm very optimistic that he will play a good football as well as play regularly. Look at our guy Sadiq Umar. Despite the injury, whenever he's fit, he plays football.
And they have slapped a 50 million pound surprise tag on it.
I'll off your mic. All right, guys. Now let's talk about this story. It is a very, very controversial. It is a story that when I saw it, I had my research, I made some calls, and I found that this is really painful indeed. It is official that the presidency have taken over the Super Eagles, cutting off the NFF, cutting off the sport ministry from handling the Super Eagles. From what we are hearing, the new coach of the Super Eagles will be on an interim base, and the name that has been rumored to take over, beg your pardon, at the helms of affair in the Super Eagles is a certain coach Austin Eguavo on an interim basis. The presidency, through the president himself of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, has declared a state of emergency for the Super Eagles.
Okay, state of emergency, disbandment. Good 18, they've not been disbanded. And this is what I said earlier. If that is the only way our Super Eagle could come back to the Super Eagle, if that is the only way they will be the Super Eagle we want to see, that we used to see and we still aspire to see, my brother, I don't think I will have a problem with it.
They are now in control of the entire process.
I love it.
We
will still put them under scrutiny. We wait to see.
Now the prayers of Nigerians is that they get or they make the right decision without the NFF and without the sport ministry.
That is just
you guys are here clapping your hands on.
We are not clapping. We are seeing changes.
Okay.
All NFF needs to do is run to FIFA, and Nigeria will be banned, and they will not be needed for any president to run. It's as simple as that.
And it's as simple as
just
that.
go to them, please. Interference by government, and all of a sudden your presidency will be running Super Eagles for themselves at home here.
But I still feel and believe that it's a statement, so that we.
See, my question is this:
Yep.
Have the federal government decided to go the hard way like other countries have, stamp their foot down, take the ban for like 2 years and regroup?
Yeah.
The minister,
that's another direction.
Let me take you back a bit. When Nigeria was banned,
that was in 2014.
Yeah. Let me leave the 2014. Let's start from basketball. When the minister said we're not going to contest for the Olympics, our girls missed the Olympics out of basketball for some number of years. After, is it a month or something, but there was a turn around. Sorry, we're going to, after the girls have missed the Olympics. Why not take that 2 years? Use it to regroup, recuperate. Give them, if there's life support, just do something to
restructure, prepare very well, so that when you come out again, you will be seen.
So are we going to take the bull by the horn and say, okay,
no, we won't.
We will decide now. we're going to end everything. We're going to run our football and get it right. We don't mind whether far we hit us the hammer. We will take the hammer. Use these years to regroup. Because at the end of the day, all you, if NFF would have to do is to say, no, we won't take it. We won't take, make a country visit to the NFF in Zurich. And then all of a sudden, we're hereby banned. Because the rule states, the statutory, because I'm about to release the rules, I'll tell you, that there should be any interference by the government. The only government can only supervise. And that's where the Ministry of Sport comes into play, to supervise. If they say the minister still let us supervise, I will understand. But for them to say NFF to sit aside, they want to be in charge of the process, they want to pick the players, they want to pick the coach, they want to be in charge. The process will be handled by them.
But how long will it take the NFF, be the Ministry of Sport, to give us?
It's not the job of the Ministry of Sport. He has said it clearly so many times. His job is just to, it's an advisory and supervisory.
Then he should advise the NFF.
Would he pull the gun? It's not like you giving a gun to a man to shoot, say, I shoot now. Will you have to go and press the gun for the...
So why?
So like I said, are we ready to take the hammer?
No, we are not. Right? No, we are not, because...
I think we should, even if we should get ready to embrace this
If we are talking about the hammer of FIFA, it will not fall only on the Super Eagles. It will fall. It will fall on the. It will fall on the entire cadet level of the team.
Of the entire football teams. Which one is doing fantastic?
Just a moment, Mr. J. Just a moment. It will also fall in our leagues. Everything that has to do with football in Nigeria,
it may not fall on our league because our league is CAF.
We're not playing CAF. No,
we will not play under any competition that is supervised by FIFA.
That's what we don't even want to do now. Because you asked me, should we even be playing this qualifier? Should I pray that we should qualify for World Cup?
Some people will not feed their family. There are lots of ripple effect to these things, Mr. J. As much as we want our football to be perfect, despite the ban, but there are lots of things we must consider, and that is why these men will not readily run to FIFA to complain. They will not. They wanted to do that under the administration of the former president of Goodluck Jonathan. Recall that was in 2014, and it was Amadou Pinich that was still the president of NFF. And guess what happened? Is that he had to run to FIFA. And then the president had to withdraw CUP when there were lots of back and forth, and then the late coach Stephen Keshi had to resign. There were lots of issues, Mr. J.
We keep going around. It's like going around in circles. As much as I applaud the move, I'm a person who believes in punitive measures to ensure.
But the right thing must be done.
We need to get it right. If that's the only way we can get it right, fine. But I know it's not going to be possible, because at the end of the day, we will be a case of let's 6 or half a dozen. Should we are we half full, half empty? I will just keep going. See, for me, if they can stamp their foot down, say, let's just give it a go. We don't care. And they get it, because it's only for them to run, for them to get it right, because they will get it worse than the NFF.
All right, guys, before we move over now to the foreign scene, after going on our first break on the show, let's talk about cycling. The Olympics must have ended, but the issues, the crisis around the Olympics has not ended. One woman is talking, and she said, if this will be my last time representing Nigeria, so be it, but I will not keep short and allow this rot go unnoticed. First ever Nigeria Olympic cyclist Ese Ukpere Sanye, she's speaking, and this time she's speaking tough. She said that the Cycling Federation and some people, we are not happy that she came out to applaud the German team for giving her a bicycle to run with. And she said that no bikes were provided for her in any road race in Paris. No bikes was provided. She came out with her full chest, and she said while she was in Nigeria, she didn't have any place to train, as a velodrome at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium was used severally for religious activities, and then it did not aid her to prepare very well. These are so many reasons was why she performed woefully, and so many persons have come out to criticize her. Some are even calling for her head, talking about the Cyclist Federation and some men that were supposed to do the right thing. She said, if this is the last time I will represent Nigeria in international event, no problem, so be it, provided I have cleared my mind, she said on our social media handle.
Uncle Fineboy, see, I was talking earlier, and you say you bring in a very critical, very sensitive aspect to it. That okay, job loss, dependent suffering, but if you have dependent and you are given an opportunity to serve, to take care of your dependents, won't you do it properly? For crying out loud, I don't care, I don't mind if the whole sporting activities, events is shut down in this nation. If so that we'll have to go back to our senses
It is
and do
painful.
how much was spent on Olympics? How come a cyclist will not? I was saying it, you say no, I shouldn't say it.
Sport Bishop, she said that in Europe you can easily enter a shop and buy a bicycle.
Absolutely.
But for the Nigerian contingent, she did not know why a bicycle was not provided. And in her words, don't mind them with their multiple mouths, she said.
She called out the sport ministry.
And money was doled out.
And don't forget, after that debacle, the ministry released the statement. The Cycling Foundation released the statement. And they all said, oh, that race was a participant. It was only the race she was participating in. That it was the race that the next day that she was supposed to participate in, that they would give her a bike. And the ladies come out and say, come on, forget all those things. Those are just stories that touch. That she wasn't given a single bicycle, not by the sport ministry, not by the federation. And also, she also made it clear that we should stop all these lip services. That even the Veladome was, but I don't blame her. That place has been turned into a religious center, and it's the truth. When you turn our sport facilities, even the main pole itself, have been used for concerts, and even more than even sport activities. So I don't think the believer don't use every day for sport issues. But if she does not have a bicycle, problem is a problem.
It's a big problem.
It's a problem because
A cyclist without a bicycle.
It's a big problem.
A footballer without a ball.
It's a big problem.
The ministry always come to defend them. So, but the truth is, like I said, there were so many things that carelessness, misappropriation. See, I think the ministry may have to come out to let us know exactly how the money they made. Like I said, for the sake of posterity, how the money was spent. Give us a proper auditing of how much this money was spent, and then try to explain to Nigerians why there was a lot of gaps. If the heads have to roll like you said, the heads roll from Philly's issue to this issue, let there be more clarity. Don't just come and release a statement and then the lady is selling you to her face that she does not care if she's not going to race again.
Not forgetting a certain
fact on the ground.
Ezekwachi who could not partake in the closing ceremony because he does not have an outfit.
An outfit.
Guys, we will be back on the second half of the show. Let's go on this break. When we return, one prophet is warning our own Victor Oshimen. Go to Chelsea, and that will be the end of you. Stay, guys. We will be right back. All right, welcome back to the second half of your favorite sports show, Sport Lounge, reaching you live from the studio of Voice of the People, 96.1 FM, Abuja. Yes, and the name is still Franklin Imona, the one you love to call Uncle Fine Boy, because I am the finest uncle talking sport in the capital city and beyond. Sport Lounge comes your ways every Mondays to Fridays at exactly 5 p.m. The sport crew of VOP 96.1 FM Abuja make sure that your evening is serenaded sportically. And I've got the big guys in the building.
Okay, guys, you've got the Sport Bishop, the magistrate, the pilot, the prophet, the professor, Nonso Arins live here on the show. And come on. Feel free to come on to enjoy the show in any of our platform on Radio Guardian, Voice of the People, 96.1 FM Abuja, and of course on YouTube. Just go to our YouTube, look for Voice of the People, 96.1 FM Abuja, and that will be in your faces. Okay, guys, don't forget, you can start putting your calls through to us. Let's have your take on all the discussion so far, especially that one that has the Super Eagles on the burner, where we hear that the presidency will be taking full charge of that. Do you think it's the right move by the presidency? And do you think it will curb all the excesses in our football, especially with the Super Eagles of Nigeria? Call us, send us a WhatsApp message, WhatsApp voice note, call us, send us an SMS. Come on, the numbers is simple. It's 0808 312 8618. That is 0808 312 8618. You can also call 0700 010 961 961. That is 0700 010 961 961. We still got Jay in the building.
Yeah, exactly. All the handles have been given to you. Let it be participatory, like we enjoyed yesterday, and some people have even won their predictions.
Yeah,
so you won't be able to win it if you don't reach out to us. So the windows are open for you to definitely reach out and be part of the show.
Absolutely, and so you know we are still streaming live on our YouTube handle, VOP 96.1 FM Abuja, VOP 96.1 FM Abuja. Do well to like, share, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the notification bell so you get notified anytime we are live on YouTube. Wouldn't you love it? Alright guys, before we move over to the foreign scene, because a great news emanated from the camp of the foreign scene as we hear that Ronaldinho's son has finally come to England, as well as the latest in the Spanish La Liga. It is a match day live and match day 1, and also update from the UEFA Europa Super Cup, as well as games that will be going down in the Europa qualification round. But first, let's talk about our own Victor Oshimen. Popular Nigerian prophet and founder of the evangelical spiritual church primate Elijah Ayodele has told Super Eagles striker Victor Oshimen not to join Chelsea. Now, according to the fiery cleric who spoke through his trending video on social media, say that the striker will not have the best of time if he switches from his current club to Stamford Bridge. We have seen players, most especially strikers, make that audacious move from various clubs to Chelsea. And also the last two strikers, if I can recall, that moved from Napoli to Chelsea didn't do well. The likes of Higuain didn't do well. Even though Andre Mutu didn't play for Napoli, but he played in the Italian Serie A, moved over to Chelsea, he didn't do well. We can go on and on to mention the likes of Morata, the likes of Lukaku from the Italian league down to Chelsea, as well as other strikers moving from Spain. Some had to move from Man United to Chelsea. Radamel Falcao.
Some have to move from Liverpool.
Fernando Torres to Chelsea that didn't do well. Perhaps could this be the reason why these primate is warning Victor Oshimen? Perhaps he's seeing what we are not seeing, Sport Bishop.
Is it a prophet or an assassin? Or just
a primate. That is his title.
Is it a prophecy? This statement. Or
it's a prophecy.
No. I don't think we should bring that into football, man. And I'm not too sincere with you. It's a no for me. I don't like to mix spirituality and football together. It doesn't work, man. We'll see people say, "Oh, Octopus, he lost the finals." We say this. And see, football is a very simple game. It's giggle. It's garbage in, garbage out. He comes into Chelsea, works so hard, works his socks off. He succeeds. It's as simple as that. And success can be relative. What success? Scoring goals for him.
Sports Bishop, are you trying to say that Lukaku is not hardworking, Morata is not hardworking, Higuain is not hardworking?
Players can go to club and not succeed.
Yeah, I wouldn't also
do you
want
agree
to.
with the prophet? Do you agree with Sport Bishop that we should not bring in prophecy to football? Let's hear from you. Would you want a Victor Oshimen to come play for Chelsea? Because this is the kind of striker that Chelsea needs. He is in the caliber of a certain Didier Drogba, the last African bullish striker that succeeded in Chelsea. Call us on our studio line. Let's hear from you. Reach us on WhatsApp. Reach us on YouTube. Let's hear from you, Mr. J, before we move.
Yeah, because we've had Chelsea has had a bullish player like Lukaku. He was unable to succeed. In as much as I wouldn't want to bring in, I joined my
Bishop.
Sport Bishop?
I joined
Your
Sports
colleague?
Bishop. Yeah, not to let football or sports be sports.
Let it be.
That's why when they say they pray, they do the no. Sport is sport.
works,
It's all about the preparation.
Okay.
It's all but then there is something. Maybe with this particular club, maybe there's something spiritual that we don't see. But no, I am not there. But if you talk of clubs, even though strikers don't come there to succeed, Diego Costa has come to Chelsea
totally
and he succeeded.
Good.
So it is not about spirituality.
All right, guys.
It is about understanding.
Let's move over to the foreign scene. So much to talk about. Let's start from our coach Mauricio Pochettino, as we hear that he has now put pen to paper to become the next coach of the United States men's national team. He will be charge of the USA team at least toward the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Good move for him, Mr. J.
Big ups to US. They have signed for themselves a very fantastic coach.
This is his first international duty as a coach.
It's a recipe for disaster.
Oh, wow.
I'll tell you why.
Mr. J, stick to your opinion.
Okay.
It is a good deal, right?
It's a very good deal.
Absolutely.
For Mauricio Pochettino, it's a very good deal for USA. Ask me why. And up till this moment, all I have been saying is Pochettino is a very good coach in terms of building team. That is why I was very angry with Chelsea.
Is Chelsea building?
He started building Chelsea.
Is USA building?
USA should start building, yes.
Wow. See,
They should be building
it is
For the World Cup,
for
right?
the World Cup. And this is the right time.
let me let you know, they've got a great squad in that team already. And to wow you, these guys forget.
He puts them together. He does good things. He forms a very good team. It's just that he has phobia for lifting trophies.
Okay.
That I understand.
Let's hear the Sport Bishop.
He's not a national team manager.
Fabio Capello
When
will
you-
say, yeah, am I?
if you watch the way he plays a kind of football that you need a total training. You need to be in camp for a very long period of time to understand. It's like Pep Guardiola. He may struggle with the national teams. Except he's in a team where he's got world-class players that can easily take on to what he wants to do in quick succession. How many days does he have to train them? 2-3 days they play a game. I don't think he's a national team manager. I don't think he understands the culture. I don't think he understands the US way of playing, the way they normally play their football. They call it soccer over there. So for me, it's
It's soccer, but it's the same
exactly.
team.
It's rules, but the way they play it. So for me, it's a no.
They kick it and they follow and they pass and the goalkeeper saves the ball coming there. So
the philosophies, their styles. Like
I understand what you are saying,
saying,
but I believe Pochettino will do well with
Absolutely.
US.
That is a belief.
He would definitely
Look
do
at
well.
Jesse Marsh when he got to Canada. I thought it was a great deal. He would have been the man of the at this time of affair for USA, but he did that. He went to Canada. You see this hooray we are saying. It will come back. I'll remind you today.
0808-312-8618. 0808-312-8618. That is the number that you can reach us live on the show. You can try our other line, 0700-010-961-961. 0700-010-961-961. Those are the numbers that you can reach us live on the show. Also explore those numbers on WhatsApp and also reach out out to us on our YouTube handle. It is a VOP 96.1 Abuja. We want to hear from you. We have spoken a whole lot about we want to hear your own side of the stories. What do you think about the stories that we have been dishing out to you all along? And guys, we hear that Yamin Lamar's father is finally out of hospital. He's responding to treatment and he is healing very fast after he was attacked by 4 guys at the parking lot. We heard that he was stabbed with a knife.
Sad one. These things happen everywhere in the world. I'm happy that he's back on his feet. Speedy recovery. Tells us we are not the only one in the world that's having issues with security. But the good thing is back, and we're happy that the family can really take a moment of respite, because it would have been disastrous for this young man who just started his career, playing the best football of his life. Everybody says the next big thing. It's not the 8th thing, and then you to lose your dad would have been devastating. So good one for the family that the man is back and back up on his feet, hopefully by recovering very fully. But we say no to this kind of things.
The man who could see the future
Yeah.
and lure Lionel Messi to come and bless and baptize his child.
The attack took place at exactly 7:10 p.m. on Wednesday night in a car park in the Catalan town of Mataró, around 30 kilometers from Barcelona, in the Rocafanda neighborhood where Lamine Yamal is from, says a spokesman for the Massola Equadra, like Catalan Regional Police Force, as I told us. But good news, he's out of hospital and is responding to treatment quickly. So guys, before we move over now to talk about the game that went down yesterday, should we say congratulations to Burnley for signing a future superstar in the person of the Gucho himself, Ronaldinho's son, Yao Mendes, who have joined the English club size Burnley. Could this be a good move?
Well, one thing is, like father, like son. We hope it comes to be, because it's just very few of great players that will see their sons or their children.
He joins from Barcelona.
Yeah,
that means at least the foundation.
There's a foundation there for him already, and we just can't but wait for him to succeed.
I just want to point out something. You don't transfer football juniors through DNA.
Exactly.
You have to play it. You have to work hard. You have to give it all. You know, they are gifted.
And it's not all about hard work as well. You can work hard, but if you don't have the talent,
if you stop
you can work harder, but if you don't have the talent,
people have worked themselves to the top. Not people, they started so badly, and they worked themselves.
I can also tell you that there's people that work very hard, but the talent is not there.
That is why I said, see, there's a place. There's a place for hard work.
Yes.
Gift can take you so far. Rajo stayed how many years?
But it took Messi all the way. Gift took Messi all the way.
Hard work played his role. Hard work plays his role. But Messi doesn't train. He works hard, does his training routine, does his free kick. Gift can take you to a certain level. Look at Gaucho. If he had worked hard by now,
he would have been much more better.
7-8 times.
If there's anything that he has regretted, to which he came out to say, was that he did not work hard. He did not join hard work to his talent. Lionel Messi had some great players that played around him, that spurred him to where he is.
I think
everywhere he goes, great players follow him.
Ronaldo and Messi help both parties.
Everywhere he goes, great players follow him.
He made Ronaldo better.
Who?
He made the rival between Messi and Ronaldo. He made Ronaldo
both
better.
Players.
He made Messi better. If there was no Ronaldo, Messi at some point would have lost him.
Exactly. That rivalry
they kept each other going.
Yeah.
Well, Gaucho saw that. My man celebrating anything. I tell you, football juniors don't pass.
He's just 19. I give him time. He's setting up Patrick Kluivert's son, Justin Kluivert. He's still finding his feet. All right, guys. We can say one match, one goal, one trophy. Kylian Mbappe's chapter in Real Madrid begins with a title, courtesy of a certain Jude Bellingham assist that got him his first goal for the Los Blancos, and they defeated a certain Ademola Lookman, who, despite the defeat, had a better player rating. But it was all about Real Madrid, who wins their historic sister UEFA Europa Super Cup title, and in that process, Luka Modric now becomes the most successful Real Madrid player in the history, and also putting a certain Don Carlo Ancelotti as the manager with the most Super Cup title. Where can you get this if not in Real Madrid?
See, one thing that I just deduced from last night's game is because I saw it with the UEFA Champions League final, where Dortmund came, do all their goalless first half, and everyone was thinking, the Dortmund will have it over Real Madrid, but then you have to give it to whom is well deserved. They know this art. They know how to do it. They study you. They wait for you to do all your doings, and then because watching that game yesterday, I was so happy and so relaxed that there's no how. I even concluded that maybe Real Madrid is not taking this game seriously, that they just want to see Atlanta outrun them and go home with that glory. But voila, all of a sudden they came and do what they.
This could be the new era, a new era, the Mbappe era. I think is everybody have wanted this move for so long a time, and to see him score looks quite nice, because. But I just hope it doesn't take the attraction away from the whole team, because it wasn't Mbappe's show, it was the Madrid show, and even Vinicius had a better game. Those are the boys spanked the ball in the back of the net. And,
he just got that goal, and that's just it. It wasn't his day, but God made it his day somehow. Somehow, Jude Bellingham made it his day.
Anyway, six Super Cup for Madrid record. What a way to start your season, Mbappe has got a trophy, and for Carlo Ancelotti, he has laid out his marker. Can he now win the Champions League again?
No, there are the more hungrier teams.
Why will you say no? They have what it takes to win it again. Yeah, only time will tell.
Although they have all it takes to win it again, because we've seen them. Like I said, last season we were thinking they will not be able to do it, but their route was a bit easier.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. See, like I said, did
you say Real Madrid routes were easier?
Yes.
Knocking the legs of Bayern Munich, knocking the legs of Manchester City.
I'll check out that. Okay. Anyway,
it was a certain Dortmund who had an easy route. Come on, guy. Don't take it away from Real Madrid.
Did they take out Man City last
season? Of course they did. They did. They took out Manchester City.
What happened last 2 seasons?
Last 2 seasons they took out Man City. Last season Man City took them out.
No, last 2 seasons Man City.
They took Man City out.
Man City took them out. Last season they took out Man City. That's how it worked.
Then the season before last that they won.
My dear, don't take us back.
All right, it is a match day live in the Spanish La Liga. It is official now that Liga resumes today. Atletico Bilbao will take on Getafe. That game is for 6 p.m. While at 8:30 p.m. we'll see Real Betis take on Girona. Guys,
a certain man has the number 10 jersey. You know who? Nico Williams. We're playing that game, man.
All right, guys, let's quickly talk about the Cincinnati Open as we get set to move into the last Grand Slam of the year. Katie Boita knocked out in the first round, but for a certain Drapier, he battles from a 4-2 down in the deciding set tie to beat Jamin Munar, a 7-5, 3-6, 7-6 in the first round of the Cincinnati Open. But for Naomi Osaka, she's complaining that she can't feel her body. The energy is sapping, guys.
Come on, I'll stick with Osaka. I think that's the more important news to me. She's just returning from maternity leave, and she said she doesn't feel like she's in her own body. I know what it takes to recover from giving birth to a child. She just gave birth to a child, she's back. So it's gonna be difficult to get back the Naomi Osaka we saw before she got pregnant. But it can come back. If Serena Williams could recover, some other athletes could recover, it will never be the same again. Let's be realistic.
Of course.
But she can still get back to play some top class tennis again.
We saw that with Serena Williams. After having her children, it was difficult to be the Williams that we used to know. All right, guys, our time is far gone. Let's do this again the same time tomorrow, shall we?
Absolutely.
Tomorrow will be the TGIF edition. Do join us on the show. But until then, keep listening to Voice of the People, 96.1 FM Abuja.
We will also calling out the winner for the prediction tomorrow.
Samuel Kabusa.
Exactly. We will talk about it tomorrow.
And of course, our first caller yesterday.
It was, spot on. First to call, first to answer rightly. And I tell you, we got more to give out more.
Maybe tomorrow. Next time I'll be the first person to call.
Mr. J, you cannot.
No, I'm only giving expo to listeners.
On behalf of Mr. J, the Sport Bishop, and I, we want to say we are done and we are gone. God bless, no stress. Adios.